Good evening and welcome to Ignite News on 6 at 6. It's Thursday, August 7th, 2025. I'm Rihanna Nikram. Thanks for joining us. Here are the headlines. A new water treatment plant at Parika brings clean, treated water to thousands in Region 3. GECOM warns electors about fake news. A young fisherman from quarantine has died after boat he was in capsized. And preparations for International Building Expo 2025 are on track. A brand new $850 million water treatment plant has been commissioned at Parika, delivering treated 24-hour water access to over 14,000 residents in Region 3. The modern facility, built by Toshiba Water Solutions America, can process 4.5 million liters a day, or enough for 18 million cups of tea from the tap. Communities set to benefit include Ruby, Bushy Park, Hydroni, Parika, Lookout, Salem, Hyde Park, Road and Rust, Blake, Hubu, St. Lawrence, and Lukabu. President Dr. Irfan Ali, speaking at the launch, called the project another installment of delivery and said it's part of a broader push to build a modern, resilient Guyana.
As our country continues to grow, there will be greater demand for industrial purposes, for agricultural purposes, for manufacturing purposes. So the strategy we're pursuing is to give you the best quality water, but also to give our economy the water that is necessary to fuel the growth and development.
The government is also rolling out a national integrated water resource management strategy aimed at upgrading transmission systems, boosting power reliability, and preventing service disruptions. But the president noted that using one water source to meet household, agricultural, and industrial needs is not sustainable, and says GWI must be reorganized to better respond to the country's growing demand.
The present structure of the organization requires reorganization to achieve the type of results we want to achieve at the speed at which we want to achieve it. And that is the difference. The investment and modernization must come at a speed. And it's the organization, the government, the communities that must work together.
Also speaking at the event, Housing and Water Minister Colin Crowell said the government remains committed to delivering treated 24-hour water in every home in Region 3. Still in Region 3's water sector, the Guyana Water Incorporated reports that following the opening of the Parika treatment plant, some 89,000 residents in the region now have access to safe, treated water. GWI's Chief Executive Officer Sheikh Bash explained that since 2020, there has been a major $8.8 billion investment in 7 new treatment plants. 3 are in Region 3 at Wales, Parika, and La Parfait Harmony. The Wales plant, commissioned in March 2025, now serves over 16,000 residents, while La Parfait Harmony is still undergoing final testing.
We have been able to embark on a coastal water treatment program, which is near completion, and we do have a target by the end of the year to ensure that 90% of the population in the coastal belt benefit from treated water. And I want to tell the audience here today that we are on target.
GWI has also drilled new wells, upgraded 12 existing plants, and improved facilities at Virgin Ocean, Port Drawing, and Fellowship. A new surface water treatment plant is set for construction at Diamond, with funding already secured.
There are many challenges confronting us. We're working, we're looking at capacity, internal as well as capacity of contractors, well drilling contractors and so on. So we're meeting those challenges. It's taken longer than I myself have anticipated, but we are moving.
Bash also said that the Parika facility is 90% complete and should be commissioned by September. 2 plants are also planned for Laguan to tackle water quality issues there. Since 2020, more than $65 billion has been invested in the water sector. Today, 98.3% of the population has access to safe water, and treated water coverage along the coast is now over 80%, with a target of 90% by the end of 2025. As a Partnership for National Unity, or APNU, stepped up its election campaign, the party is promising to return more money directly to citizens, boosting their disposable income. Party candidate Ganesh Mahipal shared his financial plans during an interview on the Canada Best Reset talk show on Wednesday. He said one key strategy is better management of public funds and cutting corruption, so more of the country's earnings make their way back to the people.
We believe that on every dollar, once we can address corruption, we will be able to have about 30 cents on every dollar placed back into the hands of the people.
Maipal emphasized that empowering citizens will be central to APNU's government plan. With a boost from oil revenues, he said Guyana is rich enough to ensure resources are shared fairly and citizens enjoy decent livelihoods.
I have said countless times, and I will say again, Guyana is right now too rich a country for us, the people, to be this poor. And if we invest in our people and we increase their disposable income and they're able to benefit themselves and trickle down that to their families and so on, we can address several issues.
He added Guyana's economy must keep growing, and that will happen through smart business policies and industrial development. This, he said, will build a strong foundation to benefit the nation's greatest asset, its people. The Guyana Elections Commission is sounding an alarm on the rise of fake news and misinformation, just weeks ahead of the general and regional elections on September 1st. In a statement issued yesterday, GECOM warned that false narratives are circulating across traditional and social media, posing a serious threat to public trust and the integrity of the electoral process. The Commission reminds that disinformation campaigns can confuse voters, damage confidence in democratic institutions, and even discourage participation on Election Day. GECOM is urging the public, along with political parties, civil society, and the media, to treat the Commission as a credible source of election-related information. It says all official information will be posted on its website, social media pages, and its press releases, and is encouraging everyone to double-check election content before sharing it. The Commission says it remains committed to a free, fair, and transparent election, and is calling on Guyanese to think critically and seek facts over fear. When we return, a national push to get every child reading by grade 4. 3 Haslington families get the keys to new homes, and young welders gear up for global careers.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up, fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Education today launched an ambitious national literacy program. It is a nationwide effort to close learning gaps and boost education outcomes across Guyana. The launch ceremony was held today at the Pegasus Hotel in Georgetown, bringing together teachers, education officials, and key stakeholders from every region. Minister Priya Chan described the program as historic in scale and deeply personal in purpose. It aims to ensure every child can read and understand by grade 4, with continued support through grade 6. It will also help adult learners who may have missed foundational literacy earlier in life.
I know this program is going to work because, as Minister rightfully say, it's not nice seeing children passing through nursery, primary, heading off to secondary, and they can't read. And it's very worrisome to know that children have to write exams and they cannot understand what they have to do. We know that they know the work, but because of not knowing to read, it poses a problem.
The program includes new resources, teacher training, and diagnostic testing to identify struggling learners early, and comes at a time when post-pandemic learning loss remains a critical concern.
I think that this initiative is great, and it will help us as teachers more to dig deeper into ourselves, to work with the children. I think the materials that they have is going to give us some more guidance in doing whatever we have to do more for the children, because accountability at the end of the day is what rests on our shoulder. So with this initiative, I think we're going to see more coming out of our children once we put our best foot forward.
It is an excellent program. Our children have begun to read. The vowel letter sounds, phonemic awareness has become a thing of the day. And so we're very happy. I am also happy my teachers are excited to execute the program which we started.
Beyond schools, the initiative encourages a culture of reading at home and in communities, with special attention to out-of-school youth and adults, particularly in hinterland and riverine areas. The full rollout begins September 8th, and progress will be tracked using data from all 11 education districts. With over 170,000 books already distributed, officials say this national push could not only improve literacy, but truly change lives. 3 families from Haslington, East Coast Demerara are now proud homeowners, thanks to the Ministry of Housing and Water's Core Home Support Initiative. The program is part of the Adequate Housing and Urban Accessibility Program, funded in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank and executed by the Central Housing and Planning Authority. At a recent ceremony, Minister Colin Crowell handed over keys and electrical certificates to the new homeowners, joined by CH&PA officials. Each home, valued at up to $6.5 million, includes 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and indoor sanitary facilities. Families paid just $100,000 towards construction. The broader program also offers home improvement subsidies of up to $750,000. So far, $243 million has been invested on the East Coast alone. Applications are now closed, but the initiative aims to build 300 core homes and distribute 916 subsidies in areas from Georgetown to Parfait Harmony. 20 young people have proudly graduated from the Level 2 CT and Gills Welding program, an initiative that's opening doors and transforming lives across Guyana. The program is offered through the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security Women's Innovation and Investment Network, in collaboration with Nations, Inc. More than just technical training, it's creating opportunities, empowerment, and career pathways, especially in non-traditional fields like welding. Among the graduates is Arfa Hope, who completed Level 1 earlier this year and returned determined to take her skills further. She is now internationally certified thanks to the program's focus on equipping women with marketable skills in male-dominated industries.
I'm back here because I like a challenge, and also I really appreciate what the government is doing. And I really enjoy having the teachers and trainers really pay attention to what you're doing and make sure that you actually get it done. Well, my advice would be take every opportunity that is available, because there is time that you would need to do something for yourself and not be dependent on anybody. So it's better to learn a skill.
Also graduating was Royal Chapman, who said he was proud to expand his knowledge and thankful for the support.
I always knew it well, but never had a certificate. So I heard about this program and I came and tried, where I did Level 1 and I did well. I graduated. I have a Level 1 certificate and I will now be obtaining a Level 2 certificate. And hopefully in the future I will be obtaining a Level 3 certificate and go far as I can go in this world. This is a great initiative from the government.
The graduation ceremony was held at the Nations School of Technology Training Center in Georgetown, where Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vindya Prasad, presented the certificates. She praised the graduates for the commitment and reaffirmed the government's pledge to provide free, accessible vocational training. Level 2 training builds on the foundation of Level 1 and gives participants international certification, boosting their chances of employment both locally and abroad. Sad news out of Berbice this evening. Tamish Chakardine, a 22-year-old fisherman from number 65 Village Quarantine, tragically lost his life after a fishing boat he was in capsized just off the Quarantine coast yesterday afternoon. According to police, Tamish was among 3 men who went out to sea around 1610 hours when the boat reportedly overturned. Pratipal Prasad, a fisherman at the number 65 fisheries, told Ignite News that Tamish had been carrying out repairs on the boat earlier in the day.
Captain also checked the boat, any leak, and they gone out. And they gone out, when they gone out, just we hear that the boat torn over with a capsize or something. You know, but next thing I hear him, not finding.
Police said Tamish's body was recovered at the mouth of the number 65 channel by several residents. Froth was observed coming from his nose and mouth, and his body showed no visible marks of violence. He was taken to the Skeldon Public Hospital, where he was officially pronounced dead. The boat captain, identified as Ramesh Chunilal, along with another man, known only as Buckman, are currently in custody at the number 51 police station, assisting with the ongoing investigation. It was revealed that the crew were imbibing earlier in the day and were scheduled to depart from Suriname today. When we come back, from bold blueprints to big dreams, excitement builds for the 2025 Building Expo. Plus, Ghana's junior badminton stars take flight, and Glenn McCrath fires up another Ashes prediction.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, We're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
You're watching Ignite News on 6 at 6. Thanks for staying with us. The countdown is on to Guyana's biggest construction showcase. All systems are go for this year's International Building Expo, hosted by the Central Housing and Planning Authority. The highly anticipated event is set for August 14th to 17th at the National Stadium, Providence. Held under the theme The Road to Success, Guyana 2030 and Beyond, the expo will feature more than 300 exhibitors, showcasing impressive housing designs, smart layouts, and the latest in construction technology. Impressions Marketing Executive Anisa Ali told Ignite News that several international companies are already on board.
There's over 10 international companies ranging from India to China, Caribbean countries, US, Canadian companies. So to name a few, there's Power China, Kalpataru, there's and local companies, there are Comfort Sleep, Demerara Bank, GBTI.
Her colleague Ashana Kandai says there's something for everyone, from professionals seeking new clients to families looking for their dream home.
Professionals can engage in networking and B2B opportunities, and also for the families we have multiple food courts, we have our play zone for the kids, and also entertainment, and each group can value from comfort, opportunities, and there's something for every age.
Visitors can meet with banks, contractors, and housing agencies right on site. And those still hoping to secure a booth can call 714-1104, 714-2460, 635-1103, or 635-1104, or stop by 149 Crown Street, Queenstown. Tickets are on sale now at the Housing Ministry, its regional offices, and the National Stadium. In sports, Guyana's top junior badminton players are preparing to represent the nation on the international stage this month. For a stop, the Junior Pan American Games in Paraguay from August 10th to 13th, the squad includes Frank Waddell, Jonathan Debedin, Mishka Bihari, and LaShonta Berkeley, all set to compete in singles and mixed doubles. National champion Akili Haynes will serve as both player coach and manager. Next, the team heads to Barbados for the Caribaco Junior Team Tournament, August 14th to 17th. There they'll be joined by Rule Ramberche, though Waddle will miss this leg due to age restrictions. The team event features matches in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles across both boys and girls categories. From August 19th to 23rd, the Caribaco Individual Championships begin, with new faces like Unil Benjamin, Christopher Jordan, Joel Ramberche, and Janisa Godet and Liam Brommel stepping in. Coach Nkosi Beaton will guide the expanded squad, representing Guyana across ages groups from under 11 to under 19. Former Australian fast bowler Glenn McGrath is at it again predicting a 5-0 whitewash for Australia in the 2025-26 Ashes series. McGrath made the bold call during a BBC Radio 5 live interview, echoing a similar prediction ahead of the 2023 series, which ended 2-2. While England haven't won the Ashes since 2015, McGrath pointed to Australia's dominant record at home and their powerful bowling unit, featuring Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, and Lyon. He said, quote, "Australia at home are very tough to beat. It'll be interesting to see if England can win even one test." Australia hosted Ashes in 2021-22, trashing England 4-0 and losing just 2 of their past 15 home tests overall. Though he noted question marks over Australia's top order, McGrath believes in real tests will be how England's batting, especially Joe Root and Harry Brook, holds up against pace. Still ahead, gang leaders in Haiti vow to fight back as a businessman prepares to lead the country's transitional government. Plus, India and Brazil team up to tackle Trump's new tariffs. And Israel signaled it's not backing down from Gaza control. Welcome back. In Haiti, tensions are boiling over as a wealthy businessman prepares to take the reins of the transitional government. A wealthy businessman was set to take charge of Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council today, marking the first time the private sector controls both executive branches of government. Laurent Sincere, a former head of Haiti's Chamber of Commerce, was expected to be sworn in under tight security. He will work alongside Prime Minister Alex Didier Fils-Aime, another private sector leader. But the move has sparked serious unrest. Just hours before the swearing-in, gang leader Jimmy Cherezier, known as Barbecue, vowed to overthrow the government in a social media video. Barbecue claims the country's wealthy elites are behind Haiti's suffering, accusing them of backing violence while profiting from chaos. Wearing a bulletproof vest and armed with a rifle, he urged Haitians to support what he called a battle to free the country, and asked for safe passage through several neighborhoods. By dawn, gunfire rang out in parts of Port-au-Prince. Normally busy streets were deserted. The city remains on edge as the political crisis deepens. In international news, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva spoke by phone today, discussing growing global economic tensions, including new U.S. tariffs on goods from both countries. Brazil says it and India are hit hardest by the recent measures announced by President Donald Trump. Yesterday, Trump imposed an additional 25% tariff on Indian goods, raising total duties to 50%. The additional tariff, effective August 28, is meant to penalize India for continuing to buy Russian oil. Trump has said, citing India's continued oil trade with Russia. Brazil has also been hit with a 50% tariff as Trump tries to pressure the state to halt prosecution of former President Jair Bolsonaro. Lula confirmed a state visit to India in early 2026 and said he will push the BRICS group, which includes China, Russia, South Africa, and India, to respond collectively to U.S. trade actions. Modi did not directly address the tariffs in his office statement about the call, but discussed regional and global issues with Lula. The two leaders also agreed to expand trade, aiming to double annual exchange to over $20 billion by 2030. The call comes as Modi signals a shift, preparing for his first visit to China in over 7 years. Finally this evening, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel plans to take full military control of Gaza, despite growing criticism both at home and abroad. In an interview with Fox News earlier today, Netanyahu told anchor Bill Hemmer that while Israel does not want to govern Gaza, it will enforce the security perimeter and maintain military oversight. He stated, "We intend to, when acts of Israel will take over the entire coastal territory." Netanyahu emphasized, "We don't want to keep it. We don't want to be there as a governing body." His comments come as the war in Gaza near its 2-year mark. One has left tens of thousands dead and triggered widespread humanitarian concern. International pressure continues to mount for a ceasefire, but Netanyahu's remarks suggest Israel's military presence in Gaza is far from over. And that's all for this edition of Ignite News on 6 at 6. For more stories, visit ignitenews.com or follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. I'm Rihanna Nikram. See you tomorrow for more Ignite News.